Hi, Terry Michael, the Bible lady. Today we're talking about Jerusalem, and today we're calling it City of War and Peace. So it's one of the oldest cities in the world, Jerusalem is, and originally it wasn't inhabited by Israelites. So who were the first occupants? Well, you remember Ham, not the pork, not piggy Ham. No, Noah's son. Noah had a son named Ham. And from Ham came Canaan, and of Canaan came the Jebusites. And that was around, 1372 BC, 1372 years before Christ. Joshua led Israel into the land of Canaan. So after Joshua's death, the Israelites asked, who is going to go up against the Canaanites first? And who's going to fight against them? That's Joshua 1:1. And the Lord answered, Judah shall go up. And behold, I have delivered the land into his hand. That's the next verse, Joshua 1:2. So Judah asked his brother Simeon to go with him, okay? And they overtook the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And they slew 10,000 men. And that whole thing involved a king called Adoni-zedek. Well, not Adoni-zedek. There's an Adoni-zedek and Adoni-zedek. And I know, you know the difference, right? No, you're going to learn the difference, okay? Adoni-zedek means Lord of Righteousness. And Adoni-zedek was the Lord of the town called Bezek. And it was really kind of an ugly story, but interesting. So the tribe of Judah attacked Jerusalem and overtook it, as we talked about, and that happened Judges 1:8. This was before King David. And Judah continued on, but the Jebusites came back because Judah didn't stay there. The Jebusites stayed in the hill country all around Jerusalem, and once Judah left, the tribe of Judah, they went back in. And the Benjamites tried to drive them out, and they couldn't. That's in Judges 1:21. Then, as we spoke last week, we talked about King David, 350 years later. We find King David in Hebron. Now, there were a lot of power struggles. Horrible. Murder, intrigue that occurred. Saul's son, King Saul, he had a son, Ish-bosheth, and he was declared king of Israel by Abner, the son of Ner. He was the captain of Saul's host. And so Ish-bosheth reigned for 2 years, while David reigned in Hebron for about 7 years. There was a battle between 12 Benjamites and 12 of David's servants, and they killed each other, all of them. But Abner and his men left, and then David followed him, and they had another battle, and they were defeated by David. There were other deaths that occurred. I mean, it's awful. Abner killed Joab's brother. Then Joab killed Abner. Ish-bosheth was killed by 2 men. And you know what it boiled down to was that all the tribes of David then of Israel came to David and Hebron and said, and behold, we are your bone and your flesh. So how does this impact Jerusalem? Well, this is where King David went to Jerusalem, as I mentioned last week. And the Jebusites said, you will not get in here. Even the blind and the lame can ward you off. But that didn't happen. David took the stronghold. He named it Zion, the city of David. That's in 2 Samuel 5:7. He made it the capital of United Israel. It remained the capital until the division of the kingdom, about 1000 BC. So David reigned in Jerusalem for about 33 years. So there's another way. There's another who can say reigned about 33 years. That's Jesus. Well, Jesus, actually, He was here for 33 years. He was 30 when he began his ministry, and it lasted about 3 years. But like David, when he left, his kingdom seemed divided. David's was for reasons of turning away from God. The Israelites turned away from God. But Jesus's was for reasons of following God. Now, those who held on to Jesus's teachings were scattered. The differences were that the Israelites following David's passing, they went into captivity, and those who followed Jesus came out of captivity. They were free from sin. In the center of it all, we have Jerusalem, a city that's experienced much war, and yet is called Jerusalem, the habitation of peace. Until our next time, blessings.